Alright guys, so I had a student ask me to do a 6-step tutorial, so I just thought I would do all of these at once. 2-step, 3-step, 4-step, 6-step, and maybe CCs or whatever. But regardless of that, here's some breaking stuff for you to work on, and hopefully you'll enjoy it. I'm in my apartment right now, rocking the PK and Sure tank top, and it's beautiful. In about an hour, so it's gonna get crazy here because my cousin's birthday today. Anyway, let's get this done. So 6-step, all right. I'm gonna break it down, into a couple of different areas. First one you really have to know is how to get into it. Pretty much we're gonna be doing starting from a base position. All right. So base position is hands down the floor like this, and then you have your feet a little bit spread apart, pretty much a little wider than your hands. Okay, so I'm right here, hands are directly underneath me. I'll show you from the side. It looks like this. All right, so feet, knees are bent. Okay, and I'm kind of leaning forward a little bit, just like maybe either right over the top of your wrists or shoulders a little bit forward. Now, the first thing you gotta do is very similar to a lot of parkourists. It is a step vault, but we're doing it on the floor, so, or safety vault if you're from other places. But anyway, hands here, feet apart. So what you're gonna do is give yourself room to move, take your hand up, and you step forward. Notice I'm stepping really far forward there, okay, through there. So the idea of this also being from parkour is if I was doing a step vault this way and going through, okay, but we're just kind of changing it a little bit. I'm just giving you an idea. So hands here, okay, take the hand up, step forward. Now the foot kind of replaces the hand, but we don't want to step directly where the hand was because then you won't have any room to move the next leg, okay? So all I want you to do is practice just hands down, feet wide, and just going side to side like this. So you're going to step forward, replace the hand, hand back down, and then switch sides each time. Switch sides each time. If you want to go for b-boy flare, do something with your arm, okay? But you notice I'm keeping my hips low. I don't have them sticking up in the air like that, okay? You got to keep the weight in the arms. So one side, the other, okay? So that's the first thing you got to do. The second thing you got to do is step behind the knee, okay? So you're going to take your foot and step it right in behind the knee, just like if this hand was my foot. I'm going to step it behind the knee pit, and that way my elbow's wrapped around it, or in this case my knee, back of my knee's wrapped around my foot. So you'll see that right here. So from here, okay, I step forward, then from here I bring my foot behind my knee, right there, and it just fits right into place, okay? So my knee is now wrapped around my foot. I'll just get a little bit back more so you can see it better. So from here, step 1, step 2. See, I'm stepped right behind. Pretty much all my weight should be in my foot that's beneath my knee and in my arm right now, okay? So I'll go back to the other side, step forward, step behind the knee, and all my weight's right there. So now I'm resting. Okay, I'm just resting here. I could, if I wanted to, take all my weight and put it on that one foot there, okay? So that's step 2. I'll do it again. From here, 1, 2, I step behind, come back. Step 1, 2, go back. Step 1, 2, reverse. Step 1, 2, reverse. I'll show you from the side. From here, step 1, 2, go back. Step 1, 2, go back. Notice I'm really trying to get my weight forward. By this second step, my foot should almost be exactly where my hand is. Okay, it's almost parallel to it. All right, other side. Boom. I'll show you from backward. Pardon my booty in the way there. Okay, so step 1, 2, go back. 1, 2, go back. 1, 2, go back. 1, 2. All right, now the next part is the third step. Now the third step is you're just unwrapping the knee, so then that way you're now in front, where your feet will be in front. Okay, so you're going to end up, you're starting from this position here, and you're going to end up in this position like this. So your knees will be bent, you'll be on the ball of the foot, your hips are pushing forward, your weight's in your arms and in your feet, okay? Now based on your style, you can do this flat-footed or on the ball of the foot. I stick to the ball of the foot because it's easier to move that way, okay? So, again, you're going to start from this position, then by the third step, you're going to be in this position, all right? Maybe right here a little bit, but right here mostly. So let's go to step number 3. So I'm here. I step 1, 2. Now my leg unwraps, so it comes out and back in. All right, that's 3. All right. Notice this whole time I haven't really put my hand back down yet. All right. Okay, going back. 1, 2, 3. Watch. Hand stays up, up, up. Okay. Also notice I haven't really changed any direction. I'm still facing forward. My chest is still facing forward. That's really important. Think of it as if you're trying to stare someone down and stuff like that. You want to be facing them or whatever. It's also just good because that way you know where you're at in space. Going back, leg comes out, wraps around the back foot, step back, back. Again. 1, 2, 3, and back. 1, 2, 3. Other side. What's up, Andrew? 1, 2, 3. And the other side. 1, 2, 3. I'll show you from the other side, from sideways here. I'm here. 1, 2, and then from here, leg goes out and back in. Thanks, Andrew. Go back. 1, 2, 3, and the other side. 1, 2, 3. Now, another thing you got to make sure is you got to give yourself the room to move with your legs. A lot of times people get tangled up around their own feet, so you want to give yourself that room. So the way you fix that is one of 2 things. Either take a big, right here, either take a big step, your foot goes out to the front and back in. That's one thing you can do, okay? Or you can swing your leg like that, swing it, like a little sweep, like that, okay? It's the same pattern, just one is out in and the other one is more of a swing, okay? Swinging the leg around. So that's step 4, all right? Step 5, okay? It's actually just stepping back on the opposite side. So if I did the whole thing right here, 1, 2, 3, sorry, step 4, not step 5. So this is, yes, step 3. Doesn't matter. Anyway, so 1, 2, 3. Now you got to wrap your leg around, now that it's back underneath you, okay, you got to wrap the other leg around, so now you're going back the opposite direction. So it goes out, and it comes around here, okay? Excuse me. Anyway, so you wrap that leg around. Okay, reversing it, and back, around to the front. If I did the other side, hand goes up, step 1, step 2 goes behind, step 3, hips are open, both feet are underneath you. Now step 4, wrap this knee around the other leg, boom, and I switch sides. That's when I switch sides with my hands, okay? I'm here, and I suddenly switch, boom. Because you're going to be doing that opposite side now, okay? Now a good drill to practice when you get to this position is just that transition there. So just focus on doing this side, out, in, then switch sides. Out, in, and switch sides. Out, in, and switch sides. Out, in, and switch sides. That alone is another just improvisation thing you can do by yourself for freestyle footwork, floor work. And it's great for working the front of the 6 step. So, now all we got to do is take a step back from that position. So we have here, 1, 2, 3, leg swings around. 4, I switch my sides, I step back. 5. And I think from this point you should be able to really figure out this last part. 6, okay? Bring my foot in, that's 6 steps. All right, I'll do it both sides. Again, from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'll go the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4. I switch. 5, 6. All right. Now, if I do several in a row, you kind of get a better idea of what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, again, more weight in the arms means that you're going to have your legs more free to move around. So really put a lot more weight into your arms, leaning one side to the other. When you're forward, you're leaning into your arms. When you're back, you're leaning into your arms. And that will also get you stronger. Now, at first your wrists are going to hurt a little bit because of all the pressure on them. Try to keep the weight in the palm, not so much in the fingertips. Some people like to go on their fingertips when they break only. I don't have that flexibility and it pulls my thumb out of the socket if I try to do that. So it's happened several times. So anyway, I have to go flat-handed. I think it's safer, but the little fingertip thing, a lot of b-boys, b-girls do that. Okay, I like to do hands flat. So again, here we go. 6-step for you. We'll go a little bit faster and I'll do some slow-mos for you to see as well. So from here, six-step for you. Now here are two real quick variations of it so you can have some better ideas on what to do with it, okay? So you have a 6-step and now you can have two other moves with it as well. You can do a 6-step that actually turns into the step instead of, steps away from the step, and it's going to make you do a wide circle versus a still circle. So a wide circle, what I would do is when I get to the front, the transfer step in the middle, I would actually let my legs swing and I let my body turn. So it looks like this. From here, step, step, and I swing around. So now I'm facing that way, and I go again. Swing, quarter turn. Swing, quarter turn. Swing, quarter turn. All right? So that's a variation you can do. Another one is going into, so the first one was going with the swing. The second one's going to go against the swing, okay? And that looks like this. From here, I go into the swing. So now I'm just turning my body, the upper body more, and my steps get smaller, okay? But again, it all follows that four-wall thing going on. Okay, you notice I did a quarter turn each time. You can do more than a quarter turn or less than a quarter turn. It doesn't matter, but for beginner movement, it's good to give yourself that idea of where you are in space. So you have the still one last one for you. Still one, I'm facing forward the whole time. If I do a swing and go with the swing, I end up doing a quarter turn. Okay, if I go into the swing or against it, it makes me end up turning. All right, this is a little more advanced, but you can see how it works. For Chachokaban here, and that's a 6-step with two variations for you, for starting up some breaking stuff and for just overall general movement. See you later.